So Olivia Miles was completely shut down by the Golden State Valkries. Completely shut down. And the Valkyries are a great perimeter defense team. And this happens, and it's going to happen throughout Olivia Miles' rookie year. She just hasn't had the Caitlin versus New York game or had to face this crazy defense because the thing is with the teammates that she has, like you can't really do that. That being said, with Olivia Miles, she's still two on my MVP ladder. Why? Because they won the game. Like you forget when you have 7 points, one of 10 from the field, have 4 assists to 6 turnovers. And by the way, Olivia Miles, everyone talks about Olivia Miles, and they're like, "Oh, look at her assist to turnover ratio. Look at her assist to turnover ratio." Olivia Miles has a significantly worse assist to turnover ratio than Caitlin Clark. Like, she just does. She's averaging nearly 3 less assists per game and like a turnover and a half less. And it's one of those things where she's not the playmaker people think she is, but she's also like a better scorer than people think. And if you can take away her scoring, she becomes guardable, to be honest. That being said, this is a learning experience. This is how you get better. You don't get better by teams being like, "Look, we don't trust you to or we trust you. We're gonna expect you to miss." And that's not how you get better as a player. That is not how you get better as a player. You don't get better as a player when like by not giving your all. And by not having to come up against the toughest defenses imaginable. And especially when it comes to the playoffs. Like, Nakase, we've got to guard her. We didn't guard her last time. Like, Nakase is the best. Like, the Aces are the best guard defensive team in the W, by the way. They can throw like 4 bodies at you. We've seen what they've done to Caitlin Clark, especially an injured Caitlin Clark last year. Caitlin this year did average 18 against them, or 19 against them, but still. They cooked Caitlin on the other end. And look, she's got time to improve. It is a long year. And up to this point, like, Olivia Miles was very, very clearly the the number 2 for MVP. She was very clearly the best rookie they'd probably ever seen. And I'm gonna be honest here, like, even down the stretch, she was getting cooked on defense. She was getting absolutely cooked on defense. But also, she came up with a huge defensive play. This is the type of game in a win. Reminds me of, do you guys remember, I'm gonna go to a game in Caitlin Clark's rookie year. And look, it's hard to compare the rookie years because Olivia Miles is a year older in her rookie year. So we're gonna go back to Caitlin's rookie year. And do you remember this game here? The Kennedy Carter hip check game. I think it was this game, or maybe it was the second winning at Chicago. Either way, like, they were close games. I think it was the hip check game. I think it might have been the hip check game. It wasn't, because she had no blocks. And she had 2 blocks in this game. So this game right here. Caitlin Clark. Oh, I mixed up the 2 games. I was like, Caitlin didn't score that many points. I'm like, oh, she obviously did. She had 23 points. But basically, down the stretch, Caitlin had, like, everyone's talking about Caitlin defense this, Caitlin defense that. She gets a stop on, she takes Marina Mabry for 2 consecutive possessions when it's like crunch time. Gets a stop on Marina Mabry, and then Marina Mabry is hitting a 3, I think, to make it a 3-point game. It's a 6-point game, and she swats Marina Mabry. Like, she swats Marina Mabry, and I'm like, okay, shit, this is like, when it comes down to it, this player can make big plays. And Olivia Miles made a massive play on defense towards the end of the game. So I'm like, I think when when it comes down to Olivia Miles, she absolutely has the she has the it factor. Like, she's going to be one of the best players in the WNBA for a long time. She's going to be one of the best for a long, long time. And saying that, when you're going to be as good as Olivia Miles is, you're going to have ups and downs, and teams are going to focus their defense fully on you. And I think maybe if teams start to fully go in on her, does she end up being a like top tier, or does she end up being an all W first team player this year? I think that's pretty much a lock. But there is a world where she plays herself out of the MVP race, and the MVP race mightn't even be a race. I still think it will be a race just purely because of the statistical output of Caitlin Clark. Like, I'm going to be honest. These numbers are not normal. Like, if Caitlin Clark ends the season, and let's just say if she ends the season on, if she bumps up her steals and blocks to over 1 a game, and she bumps up her points per game average to, let's just say she averages 22, 8.5, and 5. Like, no one has ever done that in WNBA history. No one has ever come close to that in WNBA history. Like, it becomes a two-person race between Paige and Caitlin. And I don't think Paige has it. I don't think Paige has the... I'm not going to say she has it in her to be an MVP candidate, but, like, this is the 2025 UConn at the WNBA level. I think Paige Bueckers is going to be happy being in a system where she can kind of get easy shots and average 18 a game. An efficient 18 a game. Like, I think she's going to be happy with that. So, like, it's hard to win an MVP when you care more about efficiency and you don't really have the kind of go in you. That being said, what we saw from Caitlin Clark at the end of the last game was a fucking joke. Her passing the ball to Kate Timpson. But, yeah, look, Olivia Miles finally got guarded. And, yeah, it's it's now like everyone's quote unquote better than Caitlin Clark when it's time to be better, until it's time to be better than Caitlin Clark. We saw the Valks again hold. We've seen the Valks hold Paige single digits last year. The Valks have never held a healthy Caitlin single digits, albeit there's a possibility that they do that at some stage. Because they're that good. But it's like, we saw it again last year where it's like teams didn't really care that much about Paige because they're like, well, we're beating them anyway. And now you're seeing with Olivia, like, when you were top of the scouting, it's very different how you play, where you get your numbers when you were top of the scouting report versus not. And Olivia Miles is going to be top of the scouting report soon. I have no doubt about it that she's going to be incredible. Maybe the peak of her rookie year was the start till teams get a scout on her, teams play her a second time. But I have no doubt about it that this is a future superstar. Absolutely. A bad game last night. She's a rookie. It's going to happen. I'll see you guys.